Okay. Ooh. Wow. That's some, we almost had super reverb. My bad. And also it looks like my camera has popped just a teeny bit. I need to just put some tape on it. Okay. So this is going to be the last stream until Friday night. Violet and I will be heading to Alabama tomorrow. So yeah, we will be back Friday night. I don't know when we'll start streaming because we'll be getting in early that morning on Friday and then sleep. And then we have to get groceries and all that other stuff. It's going to be a to-do. So we'll see. New challenge. Oh, magic damage kills them all. And we got another Dow key. I don't know what these keys are. I do want to see if we got any more login points. I should have logged in yesterday for login points. Shit. Val, before we leave tomorrow, I need to log in for login points. Do you want to look if I have any points? Don't know what these dial keys are for. That's the second dial key I've gotten. We hope you enjoy this complimentary little gift courtesy of the citizens of Annandale. Okay. Why, hello there. I have 300 points. What can I buy with 300 points? Vi, can you look at what this is? Copy of Rem's Tail. It's probably an NM spawn. Oh my god, they've got a crab cat. Already got the Prago. Gilnabber shirt. Oh, we can get mounts. We can get a coral, Gubu. Oh, dude. I think for 300 we can get Bayako. We can. I think I'm just gonna get Bayako. Should we get Bayako? Hold on, we should look at what they all look like. How about that? Wasting time. Iron giant mount. I see. Bayako's looking pretty stout though. You. Golden bomb. Okay. Wait. Doll. I know what the rest are. What's Raz? Let's see. Is there like a picture of all the Final Fantasy mounts? Here we go. Here we go. Tiger, crab, red crab, sheep, Marlboro, bomb, crawler, Moogle. Get Omega. You think Bayako, honey? I think we should get Bayako. The other option is from the hundreds. Yeah, that's all for relic stuff. We don't care about that, so that doesn't matter to us. I don't know what this is. A Mog coupon, a Prize Redemption coupon from the Mog Bonanza event issued by the Mog House Management Union. It's probably for an item. want to know what happened to the dudes, the trust stuff. Because at first it was like I was able to get Shantoto, but they were supposed to be Zeb as well. And it's just not a thing anymore. All right, we're getting Bayako. Oh, I have to take it to that dude, didn't you know? Hey, the immediate basketball special goodies. Did you get a Mighty Mints of Almighty Gold Mog Pill? All right. Well, I don't have a Gold Mog Pill. I have a Dial Key. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up what to do with this Dial Keys at some point. All right. So, what was that working on? Oh, we did. I know what we were doing. We were doing level quests. All right, let's see. We need to do the next level quest. Level break 55 because we're gonna probably hit that just. And so level break 55 for Geinki, top the highest mountain, 55 to 60. We need round fragile. What? I ask you to retrieve 3 pieces of fragilite from Zarkabard. The fast way to get there is the Unity Warp. Okay, so we need to go to Zarkabard. Perfect. I need to get to a book though. There's got to be a faster way to get it. There just has to be a faster way. Actually, there is. I just thought one. I need to go to Juno anyway, so we're gonna go to Juno. Juno. Get the upper. Yeah. So we go to Juno. There is a book that we haven't gone to in Northern Rollenberry Fields, and I'm gonna go to that one because I haven't got to that book yet anyway. So we'll hit 2 birds with 1 stone there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna miss this. I'm really gonna miss 11. I can even get the right game right. No. Oh wait, I don't talk to you. Talk to you. Let's check our mount macros. Perfect. And we'll go to lower. Yeah, lower bound house. Exit. No, not Mog House. I'm sorry. Entrance. I just hope I can get these without the quest. That would be very poopy if we get out here and we can't do it. Look. All right, let's see what the music is. What is it? BG/BG unmute. BG slash BGM macros. Unmute, yeah, unmute BGM. Huh. Oh. I guess it's not unmute, it's just mute. It's the same damn music though. Can you imagine, Vi, if all the mounts in Final Fantasy 14 were all the same music? That would be terrible. Well, let's counter our mount music with the Final Fantasy 11 OST. Where's the good? Used to be a really good playlist that had like everything listed. All right, we are going to travel to Boostadine because we do not have Zarkabard yet. Where? Let's see. I don't think this is Zillart. Play some Treasure of Artagon. We may even at least get to Artagon because that's getting to White Gate again would be a lot of fun for me. Anyhow, what's a good track to play for us? This might be a little fitting. This is the Forbidden Seal. I do think though, if I played this game more regularly, I'm going to see if I can find a mod to get rid of the music altogether from mount. I'm sure there is probably a mod to get rid of mount music. It's terrible. And I don't mean just mute it. I mean, I just don't want it present, period. I'd rather have the zone music than whatever the hell they got playing. We just made it to Zarkbard. Okay, so we are headed. Ooh, does this map just show me? It does. Oh, awesome. All right. We came in from here. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this one down here and then go get the map. Or, I'm sorry. Have I passed? Oh, I haven't passed it. It's a shadow dragon. I used to farm those. I don't remember why. Ah, this is not an outpost. This is just two people standing next to a flag. Can somebody tell them this is not an outpost? The mob we're headed to is around the bend here. Actually, crystals right there. Well, we got the book. It's fine. If we die, we can just come out of the book. I have only done this limit break thing one time. That was in 2004. It's not supposed to be an NM here. Yeah. I think you could just hold on. Can I just hold on? I think I can actually ignore the NM because of mount. This is gonna be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna try to do well. I won't be able to remount. This is the timer. I do want to try it. All right, here's the thing. Oh, I guess they do have to fight it. Okay. I was about to say that was gonna be silly. Or it might not let me at all. If I don't have the quest, we might not be able to do it anyway. It doesn't really say. It does seem that this is the case, that I need the quest. And we're done. So okay. So I need the quest before I can even do that. I don't have to kill the NM according to this. So I guess we're gonna go level instead. That was kind of a oof moment, but what can you do? We're back to not remembering where a book is. I wish I knew of a very easy book. The closest one I can think of is mine. I've got it. There's got to be another teleport here closer to the mines, and I just don't have it. Let's open our map. Oh, the crystals are all back there. Oh, there's a book over here. Wait, there's a book over here? You mean I've been running to the mines every time and there's been a damn book right here? That's a hunt registry. Oh my dear God. There's been a fucking book here this whole time. Damn it. Wonder if this book might still be active too. I don't know that I canceled it. We're up 3. No. Fuck that. 4. Nope. 2's the only option. Val, are you busy? Like, are you doing anything or are you just chilling? I know you, so these things are called trust. Can you look to see what are strong trust? Like Shantoto is the strong, or like the strongest DPS trust. I'm kind of curious what trust I should have. I don't know if I need that. Probably not. We need also gear. I probably should have started the AF and done that. Why don't I look that up for you? Let's see. Yeah. Next quest is this. We need 50 plus. Oh wow. I'm going to have to get a giant sheep meat, frost turnip, and Bastor sardine. We've got a lot to do. Can I get this anywhere else? Guess not. All right, so we have the V dude. Did it say Shantoto at all? That's weird. I know it's the strong. I wonder if it's because it came out this recent patch. Anyhow, so I don't. So that's the bard. It's highly subjective and job dependent. Can you look for a thief trust that has like the thief job? Because right now I have a paladin, a black mage, a white mage, and another samurai, but I would rather have, like, I want to get Zed and I think I want a thief. So I'd have to figure out how to get Zed, and I would need to figure out a thief. Actually, with that many melee, I don't know what I want, a thief or what I want, a bard or a bard. Yeah. Ranger. But out of that list of trusts that you listed, the second list, I only have the bard guy. For the first list you listed, I only have the paladin and the bard. Is there like a list of trusts somewhere that just lists them and their job? County Miago winners and Roma Miago bundle of half and scrap scrolls plus all journey end. So I would have to get Mago and win hers. Oh sweet, thanks baby. Okay, this works. This is kind of what I was looking for. So this will help a lot. I'm not sure how to get a bundle of half inscribed scrolls plus journeys in. I don't know how to do that. Oh, Lion 2 is a thief. Where's that? Oh, I need to gain. Not sure about that one. I'm trying to figure out some of this stuff. Matters so much. A lot of damn trust. I'm probably gonna have to stick with the basic bitches to begin with. Z2's interesting though. Volto Oscuro. These all look like it's from the Rhapsody missions. So I would have to continue on with that. And I don't know if I have the levels to do that yet. Whoa. Ditsy Boops. How you doing, Ditsy? XP starting to slow down. Well, if the XP is slowing down, we're 53. Where can we go? I really should go back to that Zyta place in Quiffle. Looks like I think we'll finish another round of the book, which means I need to kill 4 funnel bats. Want to run into the dog. I think it spawns over there. Uh-oh. Yeah, you get him. How are you? How's Final Fantasy 11 been going along? I didn't stream yesterday. I had real life stuff crop up and was not in a good state of mind last night to stream, so we didn't play. And tonight will be the only night I get to stream until Friday night, because Violet and I leave for Alabama tomorrow. So there will be no Wednesday or Thursday night stream. I guess that would be no Thursday morning or Friday morning stream. Depends on how you want to look at it. I'm also like trying to decide what I want to do Friday night. I don't know if I want to do a nice send off to this game on Friday night, just doing my normal 14, you know, because 1 8-hour stream I could finish this game again, but I don't know again know how much I want to go into it. I thought about finishing what I had set out to do and then start 13 and then just start subbing in this game. But since this is a sub game, I'm trying to like get away with only paying 1 month subscription. What I should do though is just set a donation goal and let people donate for my sub to continue playing. If anybody even wanted me to keep playing it. I've never done any kind of dono goals like that though. All right, we need one more bat. We're gonna leave. So should we go get no, let's wait on that first. Let's do the AF. So we're gonna go, I think we need to go to north. Yeah, nobody's weapons going. I'll fight 2 moms. Has it been 10 minutes? Yeah. Did you see any games in Game Fest that you're excited about? Me and Violet ended up seeing quite a few. One day we'll find out what the dial key pound AB is. Have you ever wondered if people know what the pound key is? Like nowadays? Followed by the pound key. Norg. No, not Selbina. No. I wonder at least once a week how anyone under 25 checks their voicemail, because you got to put in the pin followed by the pound key. What is that asterisk called on the phone? For some reason, I'm spacing on it. I forget what's called. Yo, Bobo, why did my thing go off and why is it double doing the thingy again? That's on. There's the audio. Wait a minute. That was for resub. My audios are apparently poopy. Anyway, welcome everybody from Bobo Stream. Hey, no, okay, so we are right. I think everything just lagged.
Oh, poop.
All right, let's see. Bad Dan, thanks for resubscribing and
Sloppy.
and Boho. All right, so that's 10 squats. All right, let's get 10 squats out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh, poop. Did I miss any others? Or are we good? All right, we're good. Whoa, you gifted 6 months to Boba. Holy shit. How do I squat for 6 months? Huh.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. We're doing another 5. I don't know how I'm supposed to squat for 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, this is crazy. 6 months will be 30 squat. I can't. Y'all just gonna have to re-up from month to month. Come post a message for your 5 squats. Oh. Kendra, thank you so much for gifting 6 months of sub to both Boba Chet and Squeaky. And also thanks for gifting it to Bat Dan. They also have had that. Wow. Welcome everybody from Boba Chet stream. I'm Barguard, a member of the Stew, a variety caster that is doing a year of Final Fantasy. We're currently playing through all the Final Fantasy games back to back. Currently on Final Fantasy 11. I'm currently winded. It's been a long day at work. Plus now squats. Holy shit. How you doing, Armor? Let's see. How you doing, Squeaky? How's your week been? Kendra, thank you so much again. And Squeaky just started Final Fantasy 14. What server and all that good stuff. What was Boba Chet playing? Cuphead. I saw you were playing the Quarry the other day. I think it was over the weekend. I'm curious. How was it? I do talk to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So you've downloaded. Is the Quarry? Oh God. Wait a minute. So Kendra's been gifted subs, but isn't subbed themselves, so has to get Bat Dan to gift a sub. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's, y'all can not sub anymore. That's fine. My legs don't need to be wet noodles. Okay. So I wanted to talk about the Quarry. I did not care for the what do they call it? The dark picture stuff that they've been doing. Like, they're okay, but it's not like Until Dawn. But from what I've been hearing, the Quarry is more like Until Dawn. Is that true? If so, I'm going to continue trying not to get spoilers and play it myself. It's better than Until Dawn. But Until Dawn had that like cheesy like horror movie feel. That was one of the things I really loved about Until Dawn. Okay, so yes, we're on the Crystal Data Center. Myself and Akita Fuki and my whole like group of friends or whatever are on Coral. But Kendra is on Mateus with Boba Chet, and Bat Dan is on Diablos. We can all play together regardless. And I have a link shell that I started adding. Oh, you're on Mateus? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You and Kendra are on Mateus. I've been on Coral since beta. I don't know why anybody's on any other server. Armor, you're on Marlboro, aren't you? Are you on Marlboro or Goblin? Kittens is also on Diablos. Casey's on. I haven't seen Kittens in a long time. I don't know what happened to Kittens. I hadn't seen him streaming. Probably need to reach out to him. Yeah, you are on Marlboro. It's hard keeping track of everybody. But Squeaky, as long as you're on Crystal Data Center, you'll be good. All right. You're back, and just in time. I might say the date of the ritual is approaching fast. For this next assignment, Gilgamesh specifically requested the assistance of a previous owner of the Moo Meadow. I'm pronounced that poorly. Excellent. Now let me show you into Gilgamesh's quarters. Emergency poop. Cue the old poopy. Kittens is playing a lot of Lost Ark. Oh God.
Oh, poop.
Gilgamesh morphin time. All right. Urg. If it isn't me matey Beauregard, we are mighty grateful for your help in this one. I'm sure Jock already told you about the upcoming ritual we be holding. We call it Yomi Okuri. In Far Eastern legend, Yomi is the name of the place where the spirits of the dead roam. Let me explain. 20 years ago, before the fall of the castle of Zal, the Shadow Lord, a small country was wiped off the face of Vanadil by the bloodthirsty beastmen. That country was known as as Tasnavia, or Tavnasia. The flag we raised here in Norg would be the flag of that lost nation. It was a gruesome battle. Citizens of Tasnavia, soldiers from the three nations, nearly all were slaughtered in a matter of hours. What's the difference between data? All right, data centers is like the cluster of servers are connected to a data center. So you'll have a data center that's like represents, say, East Coast North America, right? Or West Coast North America. And then you'd have multiple servers attached to that data center. So like there's an oceanic data center, and then there's multiple servers that connect to that data center. All the people that are connected to the data center can world travel to any of the worlds there. They are working on a way to data center travel, but when you data center travel, you'll have to select it when you first log into the game. World travel you can do from any home nation. There's like a crystal that you can talk to and teleport you to different areas or different worlds. Or what Armor just said, that too. The main thing that you probably need to focus on, we're all on Crystal. Just make sure you're on Crystal Data Center, and then whatever server you pick, I mean, that's kind of up to you. If you want to play with Bobo and Kendra, get Mateus. You want to play with Fat Dan, then pop on Diablos. If you want to be on our server, it's Coral. It doesn't really matter because you can hop to any server. Crystal's the main thing you need to worry about. Because right now you cannot cross data center. They're implementing it. So even when you do, you have to purposely log in to that data center. Yeah, I'm on Coral. Bat Dan's on Diablos. Bobo and Kendra and Keishi are on Mateus, I think. I'm not sure why Dan is on Diablos. I don't know. Was that because of Kittens? That was because of Kittens, right? Because Kittens is on Diablos. Yeah, Duluth is on Mateus. Yeah, I think most people are on Mateus. I'm on Coral because that was my starting days. Coral is actually a cat creature. This is the coral? If there's a French name for it, I'm unaware. It looks dangerous. It paralyzes. It's just a cat in Final Fantasy. Where did I stop reading? Oh, I too saw the apocalypse that happened the day of Tasnavian fell. When 'twas all over, the handful of us that remained escaped on a tiny ship. Sweet. But most of my mateys were already in bad shape and didn't survive a long journey home. Only a few of us made it back to Valkyrim alive. When we arrived at the dunes, we found that there were others had tried escaping, failed. The wreckage of their ship scattered about the beaches. Those who could still move used what remained of their energy to dig simple graves for those that had passed. But this would not be enough to appease the troubled souls that lingered in the sands. Without a guiding hand, the souls remained in this world, getting angrier and angrier. The Yomi Okuri ritual is held to show the lost spirits the way their proper place in resting. Jock, you take it from here. Yes, sir. For the Yomi Okuri to be properly carried out, a sacred katana must be made. The Mumeto has already been used to forge the blade of the katana. However, we are still one step away from completion. Somewhere out in the mainlands is a place called the Labyrinth of Manzozo. In those caves lurks a mammoth bird. To complete the sacred katana, I require a Yomatsu feather from that beast. However, this bird rarely ever sets forth from its nest. It must be lured out with a special kind of bait, and the only one of my mates that can brew that bait fine enough to make that pecker show is big would be our head cook, Washu. Get some from her before you leave. Oh, and once you're back in those caves, they'd be crawling with all sorts of terrible beasts. Get it? Grab the Yomatsu feather and be out of there quick if you know what's good for you. Holy crap. Okay. Slowly pants my burrow seedling. The worlds are named after Final Fantasy monsters or summons, yeah. I last played Final Fantasy X2. Thanks for playing those. I cried during X. Sorry that I ripped on X2. I'm not a fan of 10 and 10-2. 10 went better than I expected it to because I didn't like it as a kid. Still don't like it, but it was better this time. X2, I still can't stand that game. I can't get into it. I don't like anything about it. It looks graphically better. That's about the only thing. Oh, Sminky, it might not matter to you, but you can send mail to people you can only send mail to people in your world. It's the only thing that keeps Dan safe from me. Yeah, but you can still trade stuff to people from other worlds, so it's not that big of a deal. It does matter if you want to buy stuff off the Mog store and send stuff to people. Well, no, not even that, because you can just give them the code and they can do it. So the main thing is, if you can't send it to them, you can just trade it to them. I suggest saving your character creation so you don't have to redo it. Very true. I mail zip clothes all the time. Thanks, Bad Dan. Not sure how that works so far. I'll do my best and ask questions. Final Fantasy X was the one my dad bought for me, so it was a very, very special spot for me. Yeah, most people that like 10 either started with 10 or has the story with it. With me, I was already super deep into Final Fantasy beforehand, so I judge it a lot stronger than a lot of people will, and it definitely wasn't my first though. Who am I looking for? Where are Washu's at J8, which is turn back around and you're back up here. The voice acting, I think, is what kills 10 for me the most. Sure. X2 was something, wasn't something I finished, but I might go back eventually. I think if you like the characters of 10, you'll enjoy 10-2. It's just a continuation of 10-2. I think that 10-2's story is a little meh. Yeah, but he runs away from me. You know, it's closed, but blah. Wanted to get into Final Fantasy 7, but the demo disc confused the shit out of me, and I think I never got to buy it. Now I have a copy, but no PlayStation. Well, I mean, you can get Final Fantasy 7. You can get on PC. You can just get it on Steam now. All right, so your adventure that Gilgamesh sent. Now go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil. You're going to have to fetch me the following items. What? You thought that everything you would need is here? With the way these hoodlums eat, I barely have enough grub to feed the dogs. Oh, don't worry. The Way of Adventure puts everything up in the auction. You should be able to get your hands on them easily enough. You need a giant... Yeah. Here's the problem with this. People don't play this game like they were when I were. Like, when I played this game, yes, you could buy all of this stuff very easily. This is probably not going to be an easy buy. The original Final Fantasy 7, yeah, it's on Steam. I'm playing almost every one of these games off of Steam. There's Final Fantasy 7. So you can pretty much get all the Final Fantasies on Steam now. If Sneaky Snake has not paid for anything yet, I would strongly recommend playing the game and getting accustomed to it before you spend money on it, because you can do so much without ever spending a dime. Yes, some races and classes are locked behind expansions. What race are you wanting? What? You can also, the main game, all right, hear me out here. The main game gives you a Fantasia for doing the main story. That Fantasia can turn you into any race. So pick your character, do the base game, make sure you're into it, keep that Fantasia, and then when you buy the expansions, you can use your Fantasia and change to whatever you want. But it does take a while. I will totes pay her sub since I bought her the base game. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was under the impression you were playing the free trial. This. All right. I need materials. Shit. Well, I need to pull up my little paper guide thing, not this. Giant sheep meat can be found. Under food. Food ingredients. Wait. I don't want a whole stack of giant sheep meat. Oh, it's 3K. Maybe. Hold on. Ooh, I can get a frost turnip. I need a frost turnip. Right? Yeah. How much are frost turnips? Why are they 10K? All right. Frost turnip. Everything is 10K. We need a sardine. Bass store set. Sardine. That's probably under fish. Yeah. Duh. And I am not paying attention to you guys. I'm just trying to move on with my quest here. No, there's no bass store sardines. Oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Yeah. What's the other thing? Heck to us. Maybe C, D, E, F, G. That's an alchemy, I bet. Wait. Materials, alchemy. I play a bun boy. No heck to us. All right, looks like we're going grabbing. All right, so I'm gonna gather this. Where do we get giant sheep meat from? Oh, apparently we can buy this stuff from merchants. Okay, let's go to Sandaria. Actually, we'll go to Wood. Windhurst Woods. Ben something. Or I can get it. Anyway. Lizard people? Yeah, that's the Ara. FC stands for free company. Let's see. Lizard people. I don't know. Snake has a lot lava energy. The class reference. There's the lodestone. Just Google Final Fantasy 14. You can also probably find a YouTube thing that would show everything. These are what Lalafells were based off of, though. Except Tartaras in this game are like little bear creatures. I stuck with my first job until I hit max level far too early. So I got, yeah. The amount of like XP upgrades and stuff make it so you end up over leveling really quickly. So we needed to go to G8, which I need to turn back around. We're headed to G8. Is it actually going to be out there though? Oh, it's this person right here. We're calling you Ben Stiller. Wow. Giant sheep meat. Okay. Next item. We need Bastar sardines. Guild merchants sell it. We need to go to Port Windhurst. Wait, what time is it? They only open 3 to 8. 18. Oh, no, fuck it, just closed. Waters Culinary Guild. Oh shit. Until 20. Shit. Shit. E8. It's gonna be a mad dash to get this. If not, we have to wait until 3. All right, we need to get E8. Where am I? E8. Luckily, it's like right to the right. I think it's over here. I don't think that's it. Yeah, it's over here. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it. Who do I need to talk to at E8? Shit. Kapopo. Give me, what am I even after? Sardines. Where? Oh my god, there was a frost turnip for 149. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Where's the sardines? I don't see sardines. You lying kapopo. Oh no. Why does it say you have it when you don't? All right, so my next option is to get one in Port Winters to the Fisherman's Guild that opens at 3. We got a little bit. Let's look at the Hecatone or Hecta Eyes. I spent 10k on an item that was 143k. I feel robbed. All right, here we go. So we need to go. Where is that? Oh, there's Blubbering Eyes and Sea Serpent Garota. We can wait then. I think. Can I touch the crystal? I'm afraid I'm going to get another instance where they say this is a thing, but it's not a thing. Why don't we try to just wait? So Port Windhurst Fisherman's Guild. Travel. Port. Kapopo. Yes, Kapopo. You get 90 in Stormblood? Holy shit. If you want to show pictures, Armor, just !permit yourself, like type !permit, and it'll allow you to post links. So if you've got like a Discord link for that image, then you can just post it like that here. Oh, I need to go talk to this book too. So are you excited to play? Or are you nervous? If you're nervous, don't be. Take as much time as you need, enjoy and have fun. We need to get to C8. We're at C4. C8 is straight down. Okay. There's Scopopo. The names in this game, dude. Scopopo. I've already forgotten who we're looking for. I could buy a fishing rod. Skipper Moogle? Both. Let's see. Mog Garden? I don't want to go to the Mog Garden. Fort Winners. C8. Oh, it's you. Doesn't open till 3. Okay. Well, the other thing we were going to look at was the trust, right? And how do we get this trust? Not go. It doesn't say how you get this stuff. Windhurst Trust Permit. Rank 3 in any nation. Can I just go talk to them? Let me try that. Bye boo boo. That me? Bye boo boo. You can be like Kendra and explore the level 50 area as a 5 conjurer. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Go to the woods. Nervous a bit. There's a lot to take in, and last time I played an MMO, isn't V Rising, if that counts, was EverQuest, Asheron's Call, but no one tends to know. Yep, I know what both of those games are. Around that was what, 20 years ago? It sounds about right. This game right here is actually 20 years old as well. That's why it looks so dated. Where is she? Where are you? Woods J3. Okay. You are where I thought you were. It is still amazing. I will concur that I'm having a lot more fun than I was expecting. I thought I was going to get kind of bored pretty quickly since there's not a lot of people anymore, but the way that the game plays now, it's pretty good. I like being wrong. My sister and I had our dad as a patron. The shenanigans were hilarious. The Lugans. I did not play that much of Asheron's Call. I know of EverQuest. I never played EverQuest though. When EverQuest was popular, I was playing The Realm and Ultima Online. Trifle busy these days. Be a good boy and leave me be. Oh, what's that? You have a trust permit. That must be why you're interested in trust. What did you think you were settling down with a couple kittens? I don't have any feelings for you. Who do you think you are? Isn't that from Oregon? Heard that the land of heaps and treasures for the taking. A fishy story if I ever had one. I know you wouldn't go out and search for the treasure ahead of me, but get any ideas and I'll carve you into pickled stone. I'm terrified and busy these days. How do I get your trust then? She didn't give me the trust and I don't know why. I'm now sad. But do you still have the copy paste of that trust link? I accidentally closed it. Yeah, light party means 4, full party is 8. Oh, you did still have it. Sweet. Is it 3 o'clock yet? How about, it's not even close. Why? Complete Trust Windhurst to gain a Windhurst Trust permit and access to 4 alter egos. The Woods at G10. Do I need to go back to G10? Maybe that's why. I thought I already had the trust permit because I have the Kiwi girl. Maybe I was supposed to talk to him again. What job do you think you would like to play? Also, you're going to start off as a class, but not a job too. All right, wet. For a balance of trust permit. Okay, I shall allow you to take a sip with the vast knowledge. Let's see. Now Monago found in Windhurst, but she didn't want to be my trust. Trust manager based on emotion of friendship and brotherly love, so you can't just summon anyone. Take me for example. I'm too adorable. Okay. It just said I can get Monago. This game is lying to me. Ultima Online's my dad's best friend at the time, was super into that. It looked like fun, but I never got to play it. The server, I think you can still play on, I think they're on private servers now, or a legacy server or something. I think they're still around. Doing my best to catch up and learn things. I might need to sleep soon. I have 4 hours of sleep and 2 of them were uninterrupted. Ooh, oof. Yeah, you can still play Ultima. I'd have to go look into it. I have a friend of mine that plays Ultima still. But yeah, there are servers that allow you to still play. I don't know if you have to pay for it anymore either. You may. I'd have to look it up. I'm going to try Monago one more time. I don't know why. It's because it just says that I need the Trust Windhurst. And I already have that from the wet thing. Oh, I need to be ranked 6. I think I can't do it because I'm not ranked 6. You current what? So yeah. So I think I need to be ranked 6, which means I have to kill Shadow Lord. Okay, that makes more sense. So we need to just stop fucking with that. And I need to bookmark. Bookmark. 14's your first MMO? Really? You never played like old school RuneScape or anything like that? So I've been addicted to MMOs for entirely too long. I started playing MMOs when I was 14. I was playing a game called The Realm Online, which was a side-scrolling MMO. Had PvP that was very prominent. And I went from that to Ultima Online, and from Ultima Online to this and World of Warcraft. And after that, it's just been a mess. Wait, what time is it? Oh god, it's not even, still not even close. I'm debating. Well, let's hope I get lucky and can get a heck out before the timer runs out. Yeah. The problem with sticking with your main job in 14 now is there's so many catch up mechanics now and so many XP boosts that you end up like super over leveling everything. So it's always good to have leveling multiple jobs at the same time. That way that you can space out the XP and be a little more efficient. And that way you also don't like over cap everything. So it would be wise to pick not a handful, like 2 or 3 jobs that you wish to level and level those side by side. So don't ever let one get more than like a level or so away from it. And that way you can, if you get too high level on one, you can just switch to the other and do the missions on that one. This is, you don't have to do it that way, but it is a more efficient way to level. Oh, your call, but just kind of like a tip. Val, when you first played, what did you do? Did you level multiple or you stuck with one, didn't you? Vi would be a very good person to talk to because Vi and Kendra both are new starts. Dan would probably know as well. Vi had a little bit more time early in, but she had forgotten everything, so I think she ended up leveling something else. Because I think she started on Archer. I can't remember though. Also, while we're auto running, I'm gonna do some shout outs for anybody that's new to the channel or doesn't know some of the people currently talking. I am talking with some people from my stream team. So Squeaky Snake, you guys go check them out. Also, please be checking out the Kendra and Bobo Jet, who rated us a little bit earlier. Sir Bat Dan, but that did not. I put Bob Chat. We'll get that in a minute. Sir Bat Dan, Bobo Chat. Did I do it again? What am I doing? Sir Bat Dat. What am I doing? Vi, this is why Vi does the shout outs. All right, whatever. So it's Bat Dan, not Dat, and Bobo Chet. I'm gonna need a way to like change people's names in the channel so I can change it to Bat Chat and Bob Chat. But yeah, please go check them all out. They're all wonderful people. My stream team is a charity stream team. They do charity marathons and month-long charity streams. I haven't done one in a while. Probably should look into that. Anyhow, we've raised quite a bit of money, especially on this channel, and I've done some viewer rewards where I've shaved my legs. We waxed my armpits. That was terrifying and terrible. Dat Bat. Bat Dat is pretty cool. Bat Dat is cool. I love how I can type good. I type good things. Now they didn't tell me where these things are. And I like how I think we just got here and I think it's 3. I've wasted most of this stream doing nothing. Welcome to MMOs. Yeah, it's 3:07 now. How long do I have until the damn place closes? Where the fucking heck is that? You are here. You don't say where. Mm. Ooze. We'll go right. Trust. I started with Monk, went to 70 with it, switched to Dancer to 80, switched to Red Mage to 90, then did Machinist after Summoner. I mean, there's a very wide variety of classes to play, so I feel like a little bit for something for everybody. You binding me? Give me one eye. Hey, we got it. Sweet. Cue the happy dance. There we go. I'm probably going to go Astro next. I didn't like Astro. I really did. I like Sage. Sage is awesome. Astro frustrates me. Trying to keep track of cards is just annoying to me. I think Val likes playing DPS because she can just kind of fade into the background. I did my Pixie Tribe as Sage today, and I think I healed myself more than attacked things. I love Sage. I think Sage's got cool sound effects. I like the abilities. It's very interactive. You actually heal the tank, like you heal your target with Cardia based on your damage. So you would put Cardia on your tank and then do damage, and they get healed for every action or damage action you do, which is really cool. No, not sliced sardines. Oh, don't do this. Okay, there we go. I still want to point out that I spent 10K on some fucking thing because I'm dumb. This is why I'm stuck with White Mage for so long. Why? If you need help, I don't mind helping you. I'm not the greatest, but I can help. I'm not a terribly amazing healer, but new stuff confuses you. Well, I ended up having to have a friend explain some stuff to me when I was playing it. So, I mean, I can understand that, but it's a lot of fun once you start getting the swing of it. I think Astro is more confusing to me because I have to memorize what cards are good for which things. Plus it's RNG based. That stuff bothers me. I don't like RNG. Well, that was quick. Pretty good adventure. I had to go fucking grab this shit. You guys do not let me go buying stuff off the auction house again without checking vendor prices first. That was a very, very expensive mistake. All right, so we got the Wooshy Washy. Now that we have Wushy Washy, we need to go to Labyrinth of Unzozo. We haven't been there yet, but I think there is a fast travel from Selbina or whatever. I don't think I have to take the boat anymore, but I want to find out. So that's what we're going to go do. The cards are super easy to learn. You still got to know which card goes for which class. It might be a little more intimidating for me because I was playing it in Shadowbringers and it was a little more involved in Shadowbringers than it is now. I don't want to take the boat tomorrow, but I do want to fast. Like, how can I Google how to get tomorrow? How to get to Mara from Selbina, not Selvina, Bina. I thought there was an NPC that warped you. You know what? Okay. We're gonna do another thing instead, which is gonna cost me some more money. I had a cheat sheet. Yeah, it was definitely dumbed down, but I don't care enough to do it anymore. It's another reason I don't like Ninja, because I have to memorize the combinations. So now I've just put it in order, which is like the easiest combo to use, and I don't even bother doing it. I'm lazy. I'm just very, very lazy. But what can you do? All right, we're gonna take you. I know I'm being like all over the place. I do apologize. Conscript. No. What is it called? Oh, it's meant for mountains, is it? Rotation. I know I have one. Well, maybe not. We'll have to go out of. This is so dumb. Did I never get the book here? Believe it or not, this is still faster than it is going tomorrow. It's a 20-minute boat ride. All right. So, if anybody has any favorite Final Fantasy 11 music, let me know. We're going to play that while we run. That's a good track. Final Fantasy 11 key. It used to be a whole lot easier to get music. Oh, the book's all the way up there. Oh dear. We're not going to that. Let's try a playlist. Yeah. We can listen to the Sunbreeze Festival music. So Kendra, are you addicted? Also, are you gonna get your bean to play as well, or gonna keep them off the MMOs? I was trying to get my daughter interested in 14, but neither one of my kids cared to even mess with an MMO. I tried. I wonder if it'd been faster just going out of Windhurst. I mean, I need to do it anyway because I need to get the teleport. Oh my god, just the terrain. I've forgotten about this train being stupid. You have to go all the way around that stupid mountain. So this is going to be the stream of running, I guess. If we only had one of our Final Fantasy 11 nerds here to help us with teleports. Because I remember someone telling me there was a teleport from Albina to Mara without having to take the boat, but I don't know where it is, and I tried to Google it and didn't see it. Addie picked my race. She likes to see the monsters and murdering them. Oh, she loves that I am learning new dances, and she picked Lowe's minion to be her, so we're venturing together. She has a bed in my FC room. Sweet. I can't get my kids into it. My son is like, bruh, need to play the shooters and Fortnite and all that stuff. My daughter, though, she's more of like a Hollow Knight, and like she's been waiting for Silk Song for I couldn't tell you how long. And where it got a release date now, she was like flipping out. But yeah, I mean, my daughter's into games, but I don't know. She doesn't say much. Sure, if you had it on your PS5, she'd totally play it. Oh yeah, she's been playing a lot of Genshin Impact lately. I never played Genshin Impact. I think I downloaded it and installed it and then never played it. Oopsie. I don't remember if we got this, Craig. So it might just be, hey, we did a run for the telepoint. No worries. Enjoy your lurks. Thanks for the gifted subs and coming over and hanging with us. Get off the mount. Thank you. Already, never mind. Apparently I came here, but I didn't get the book here. You'll be back once it's done. Sweet. We got about an hour and a half left in stream. We might push a little bit if Vi allows me to. It's not that she'd prevent me. It's just that I would have to ask her to do dogs, which that's my job. I know I need to word better. English not good with. Vi never has to allow me or anything. I just have to ask and try not to feel guilty for asking. It's not a necessary that I need permission. It's more that I feel bad for asking. I think this is what I'm accustomed to. I'm just so used to like asking for permission to do stuff. Like that dates back to even when I was in high school. Like I've always felt like I've had to ask, even though I know it's not required. I guess it's like to check to be like, hey, are you gonna be mad if I do this thing? I don't know if it's been a minute. Ooh, sweet. All right, so we are going to go to Labyrinth of Zozo, but we are going to pop our head into Mara so I can get the tell point. Oh, I wonder how tight the communities are now in 14, since the people that are playing are not 14 in 11. Another big reason why I didn't want to stick around with this game is most everyone that I knew stopped playing this game. So even if I had wanted to come back and try to like get used to the newer stuff, which I was very against, I had nobody to play with. I had one friend that me and him were on different schedules, and he ended up just using my account. Dude, what? Man, this playlist has like other people's stuff in it. I just want the big there used to be a big OST. That's not it. There used to be a big OST thing on YouTube, and I don't know if it fucking got pulled down. Oh, dude, it should be on the Square thing. What is it called? Fuck, what is it called? I can't think, because they made their own Square made their own YouTube video thing. Yeah, that playlist. They have playlists for like everything. 11 plus original soundtrack. Yeah. Thank you, Va. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Where's the crystal here? So, Va, when you played old school RuneScape, you talked about how there was fast travel like everywhere you went, right? Like there was never any like you had to like walk a long distance ever. Did I pass the crystal? What happened here? What's going on? Oh, a weird spot for it. Not really, between all the different fast travel methods, but don't you have to get to that point though? Because like even in this game, once you had the outpost and the ability to have a sub job of white mage and some other things, you could move around the map pretty quickly. But starting out, you like this would be considered starting out. It would take a while. Maybe it's just the difference between how big the world is in this game. I don't know how big the world is in old school RuneScape, so I can't really say. I've always, like, even in World of Warcraft, unless you were a mage, they had flight pass, right? But I mean, it's still, you had to get around, you know. It wasn't until, I want to say it wasn't until yeah, Arthas DLC. Well, get my brain frozen throne, that we started getting like more teleport or moving around, you know, stuff like that. I mean, travel's always kind of been an issue in 14, but I think it to me always felt like it had a purpose. And I know it feels like it's definitive, but it made the world feel more like a world. And you see how barren it is now. It didn't used to be barren. Like when we were all actively playing it, it wasn't barren. Like you would always run into people doing things. There were XP parties on the beaches. You'd have people looking for AF and yada, yada, yada. Is this labyrinth? Are you sure I don't? Okay. It's been so long, I didn't know if I was going to the right spot. I may, if I can get away with it and not piss off Akita and them, I may try to play this Friday night. I really just want to play more. Right, flying carpets in the deserts, gnome gliders, fairy ring. Wait, is one of these? Oh, it is. It's a travel point. Well, these are DC. We have, what you call it? We have things to fight. I don't know. When I played old school RuneScape, it felt like I had no idea what was going on or anything was anywhere. I played an hour and 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Monster was concealing a chest. All right, we need to figure out where the thing is here. We're supposed to go to the labyrinth on Zozo. All right, stick to the left wall until you see a hut. Okay. Uh-oh. We're gonna aggro. We aggroed a bunch of shit. This is bad. Aggroed too much stuff. Uh-oh. Please attack. There we go. That was getting scary. Get some cockatrice meat. I used to call it cock meat. Because I mean that would be meat. All right, so stick to the left wall until you see the question mark at F8. I don't know what location we are currently. Echo position H9. Mushu. Oh, there's still a goblin on me. Hi, goblin. I'm sorry we forgot about you. I'm actually thinking of turning. I have like these countdown things over there. I like it and I hate it at the same time. Wish they were lower. I could hide them behind the webcam. Dude. Final exam. On the left wall till we get to a hut. Just come with me and you'll see in the world of pure imagination. Copyright. Bouncer. Do you ever just sing like really dumb lullabies to yourself? Do it a lot. Surprised Vi hasn't made fun of me for it. I got past the Lumbridge cows. I was at some fishing pier. I remember going to some kind of fishing pier. I don't remember what that fishing pier did, but I got to it. I remember. Oh. No, I walked a very long time to get to that fishing pier. I got past those cows. I remember. You walked 30 seconds through the swamp. No. This was a long walk and it went like this way. And then I went down and there was a town and I didn't know where I was and I got lost and I was confused and Why's my dog? Oh, stop clock. Why is my dog barking? We have to clear the area here to get the end. Port Sarah or okay, maybe 45 seconds walk. Okay. See, I made it past the cows. What the hell? I just got some item on. I keep getting items I've never seen before. What is this? A tiny parcel that contains a few chunks of a tetsu? What? What? Why did I get that? What is that for? Oh, it's used to spawn something inside top. Or NM. And somebody uses them to upgrade mythic weapons past level 99. Okay. I don't know about that. We need to resummon Kapuku. Dude, this enchanter. What level are you? Just a DC. All right, Kapupu. We need to resummon you. Oh, it must be closer. I was waiting for it to spawn. No! And Spirit jumped out of its nest. We're gonna kill it. Or we can all get put to sleep. Oh, that's the wrong button. I did meditate though. Did I berserk? I don't think I did. I'm gonna berserk too. Dude, a blizzard magic burst for 1553. And oh my god, I did it twice. I'm still asleep though. Oh. This actually sucks because I need to click the thing. Oh, I got it. Why can I do that while I'm asleep? While I was asleep, I was able to look at this thing and go, huh, there's a feather in there. All right, so we've now done our first quest. I don't know what armor or what piece this gives me. Also got to do the hands quest. I think it's in Juno though. And one of them, some of them are from artifacts or coffers. What? Was that Nork? Norg. It looks like I got a bunch of teleporting around again. Yo, Jacques. Yes, this is the feather. It's exactly what I need to complete the sacred katana. Now I require time. Exit and re-enter Norg and then speak to Jacques again. That's the time. What I wouldn't do for some faster movement speed. Luckily though, the zone is very close. After we do this, we're gonna have to go to Valkyrie Dunes, to the secret beach. I know what that is. Search the shoreline for a question mark between 19 and 5 a.m. Oh shit. Oh shit, we can actually do this now. Yo, we can do this now. I don't know if I got the book in Valkyrie though. We might have to take the hell point. Yo, see, that's the name I bestow upon the sacred katana. Now all that remains is you take it to the blade of Valkyrie. It's during this time beyond the dust you must thrust the Yumotetsu, whatever, into the secluded beach that lies on the other side of the western caverns of Valkyrie Dunes. Only there the spirit will be set free. Okay. Go. We have so much time. This is actually working out in our favor because I'm not gonna have to wait. Let's see. Do I have one for Valkyrie? No, that's the hunt. Okay, we'll just go to Selbina. Travel. And what is it? No. No. Fuck. We've done a lot of teleporting this time. Like a lot. Closing all these like menus I had open. See, I don't know if I walked up to, there's an outpost up here. I don't know if I walked up to the outpost and got the book. We're going to do that real quick there. You did not mount. There you go. No! It fucking lagged. Now I got to wait a minute. I still got time regardless. I need to summon my trust anyway. I think the UC is stronger than the one I've been summoning, but I don't know for sure. I think that means unity. No. I'm gonna click the book. All right. So yeah, I didn't have the book. Now off to Secret Beach. Music. Hmm. Let's play Selbina music. It's nice. I like it. It's kind of chilling. It'd be funny if I saw Valkyrie Emperor on the way. I doubt it though. Pretty sure Valkyrie Emperor only spawns on that beach. I could be wrong. I remember when I first found Secret Beach and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And it wasn't that secret. Boom, boom, boom. I realized while we were in the Labyrinth of Von Zozo now that I didn't set the killing mobs in the zone thing. Oops. Or when we were in Oblit or whatever. All right, we've made it to the beach. We need to go to B7, which is here. Where is that? There it is. This should be the place to carry out the ritual. Yes. You must be closer. Get them, boys. Oh, damn. That dude cast tornado on me. That ghost has blood weapon. Oh, did I already meditate? Okay, no, I didn't. Both are mages, blah blah. Now just something is laying on the sand. Faded. Okay. Okay. So I got the faded. Then we're done. We just sent the damn home point in Norg. Should I just, yeah, I think I'm just gonna set it in Norg since I can teleport to Bastock anyway. As many times as I keep having to go back to Norg. That way I don't have to teleport after warping. Probably should have done this already. Look at how busy this game is on prime time. I mean, it's 5:11 in the morning. There's quite a few people playing. I should have done that a long time ago. All right, Jacques. I fought your ghosty goose. Welcome back, Beauregard. The new form of the blade is taken is the proof that you were successful in your mission. I applaud your bravery. Gilgamesh has asked me to present you with this token of our appreciation. Wear it with pride. Yay, we got glove, no feet. We got our first feet. Anyhow, can I just talk to you again to get the next quest? Or do I have to wait? Norgid's many times with the lost nations of Tasnavia, and many people here still think of it as their homeland. The battle fought 20 years ago took the lives of many of our brothers, but the sacrifice they made were not in vain. That day, something in Gilgamesh changed. He transformed from a simple soldier to a great leader who would bring us together and create the Norg of today. All right, I guess. Don't know what starts this. Let's go to Upper Juno and do the Loyal Hands quest. That requires Kutal Tunnel Key. That should get us. What level are we? Yeah, we're almost. Shit. We're that close. Well, we're just going to go ahead and hit 50, 55 and go back to Matt then. We got to go to Juno anyway and pick up both. Wish I had checked that earlier. So many cutscenes. What were you working on? The not so hidden temple. Oh, Stormblood? Wait. Is it Stormblood? Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. There is a lot of cutscenes there. Because once you do the temple, you're locked in for all of the story bits. That's a good thing if Emmett's staring you down. Emmett, best boy. I need mobs that give me XP. Oh no. Oh, that's the damn drop down. What? Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot how weird this place was. Akita! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Akita's stream. How are you all doing? What did y'all get into today? Welcome, raiders. Like, oh, I need XP mobs. I could have teleported someone somewhere really quick. I was expecting just to walk outside and be like, oh yeah. Too high a level. Stay. Oh, I didn't mean to drop here. Fuck. That just started me all over again. No, that's right. Okay, now we're good. Use. This is so nostalgic. It is. I'm just looking for a mob I could kill a couple mobs for XP. I thought I could just walk out right outside of Norg and be good. I didn't realize that this stuff is all EP. I can't remember the level. I could have just gone somewhere really quickly if I had realized that it wasn't just right out the... Oh, here we go. We got aggro. Means they're high enough to aggro me. That's fun. We got a bunch of aggro here. See, I'm almost level 55, which means I need to do the limit break thing, but I need to hit level 55 so I can pick up a quest from Matt. One of those situations. I don't think I have any more of these to do. I have the samurai one I just did. There we go. That works. Hey, we got a voucher too. Perfect. Okay. Now, Juno, talk to Matt. I get control again. Anyway, how was your reclear today? I think I saw that's what you were up to, right? Any shenanigans or easy peasy clear? I wonder if I could get everybody back into playing 11 again. That would be cool. Y'all just let's ditch 14 and go back to 11. Ever is back and we had to help them prog. Oh, okay. No clear tonight. Got you. I didn't know Ever was gone. Where has Ever gone? Did they take a break from game or vacation? Yeah. Supreme Court. Ooh. That's like jury duty, right? That sucks. How's it feel to at the top, Sonny? Well, you ain't even close yet. Just getting started. You think you had a hard time with the last quest? Well, when I was your age, I had a greater twice as many items in half the time. So stop complaining. Do you think you got what it takes to take the next step? Don't think I'm forcing you or anything. Good answer. I'm proud to have a pupil like you. Anyway, listen to what I have to say. Many caverns in the north are home to the fiends that can find you even when you're invisible. Bring me 3 samples of friggy sight from deep within. This time it's a test of wits, bearing breakers and need brains. After all, well, get going. Y'all ready to see the brains? I'm afraid to say it, but I've never had to do a thing. So I'm not going to go any further than that so I don't jinx myself. How you get out of it though is you just immediately go, they're guilty. What'd they do? I don't know. They're guilty. I think you could actually get in trouble for that. Don't actually do that. The book. Is there a book here? I don't remember. No, there's a book here. There's also a book right next to Norg. I was just talking about a fast oh my god, I'm dumb. I've been talking about it all night. What's the fast teleport? And that has the telepoint and the book, and it's Norgs are literally side by side. I'm so dumb. I mean, there's one right here too, but still. I make very, very poor brain choices. Yeah, but my brain doesn't remember stuff, so. Takita, I don't know what I'm going to do Friday night. I'm toying with the idea of possibly playing 11 on Friday night, but I'm unsure. I don't know what y'all's plans are for Friday night, but I may end up doing that. Oh yeah, we need music. Music. Uh-oh. I mean, I have a bunch of maps, but I'm in no big rush to do them. I didn't know if y'all had like a farm party or something planned out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I did tell you that I was planning on taking kind of a step back from 14 because I don't like I'm getting very close to burning out. I feel like. That would just sound. I didn't know if you were planning on doing a weapon. Like ruby or wait, we still had 2 emeralds to get. But it was what, ruby and diamond still to do? But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I mean, I can hold off on maps. That's not a big deal for me. It was more just I had never done maps, so it was cool to do it. The biggest thing I want to do is, or make sure I continue to do, is Unreal. Since that's a weekly reset, whereas maps are just kind of whatever. Could do Phasma again. True. You could play Final Fantasy 11, Akita. Hey. I have some level 90 group maps I can give you. Oh, I have a bunch. I have 8. I have 8 currently just sitting in my D box, and I have both my retainers have maps, and I have my Mogsack. I'm sorry, my Chocobo saddle and my normal inventory has it as well. I am loaded on maps. Would that break the order? What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, you could skip 14 on Friday night and just do Final Fantasy 5. You got a lot of Final Fantasies to get through. I think you've been doing it on Sunday, hadn't you? You've been like doing your dailies and then doing 5. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may change my mind by the time I get back. I've been really enjoying this, and where I want to kind of get this in one sub and not have to pay multiple months. I'm thinking I might want to get at least to Whitegate. I don't know if I want to go through that, because I think to get to that, don't you have to clear all other story missions before you can get to that? Like, you have to do all the expansions. Like, doing Zillart could be a lot of fun, because at least Zillart, it opens up with Sky, and hitting Sky again could be extremely nostalgic. I don't know. There's a look. The only expansion I did not like was Wings of the Goddess. I wouldn't mind going all the way to Wings of the Goddess and just saying, all right, I'm good. But I don't know that I've got the time to invest that far in. Oh, it is. It's Rhapsody. Well, I'm in Rhapsody. I just guess you hit a point where you have to have more stuff unlocked, because Rhapsody levels with you. It's like a new main story. You know what I mean? Like that's the cool part I like about it, because it's something new for people starting a new character, and you can like progress as you're leveling a new character. So I think it's really cool. Each chapter requires an expansion. Well, I don't even have all the not expansion. I guess there's the add-on packs. Because no, is Abyssea considered an expansion or add-on? I know Shantoto's Ascension and stuff, those were add-ons. I don't think Abyssia can go to hell. I think Abyssia ruined the game. Abyssia and Level Raised ruined the game. I feel like if they could have come up with Alduin or Adeline, whatever, if they could have come out with that instead. But I mean, that wasn't even planned. The only reason they even did that is because there was still people playing the game. Woo! I don't know how you didn't see me. I thought they finally confirmed that they are done with all story content in this game. Which is funny because that's not the first time I've heard that. I remember when they said that Abyssia was going to be the final. I'm sorry. I remember when they said that Shantota, the 3 little patches or whatever, those add-ons were going to be the last story for the game. And then I remember when they made it Abyssia was going to be the last story for the game. I remember those pressers because they were putting all their focus into 14 and that 11 was just going to kind of sit and die out. They had the egg storyline that was going on. I don't know what the egg is. I don't know. I just recently started myself. I just kind of followed the start of the thing. There's a whole lot of new stuff now. I don't really know how to explain it. Just kind of follow the story as it unfolds and know that in your quest are current objectives. These objectives can help a lot, especially with the tutorial, and just kind of follow along. Start with your regular mission quest and go from there. And there's a Rhapsody mission that you need to start that will get your trust, which will let you pretty much solo everything and just get going. So once you start, you'll be prompted about the Rhapsody of Vanadil, which will get you started with your trusts. So it all unfolds pretty well. It's very easy to progress. This is not your old Final Fantasy 11. This is a very different beast than it was 10 years ago. And you can solo, to my knowledge, you can solo all story bits of the game. I do not know about the most recent expansion, but to my knowledge, you can solo the game. The only thing that requires like group stuff is like very in-game content. Everything else though can be kind of handled with trust. And they've implemented like a lot of things to help for things that you would have needed a group for. For example, Garledge Citadel. There, you remember if you've ever been in there, there's like a place where you have to have 4 people stand on pads to open a door. There's now a key item that you can pick up, then just open the door without even having to like stand on the pads anymore. So they've implemented shortcuts for stuff that would have required people originally. You should be able to solo everything to the end of Rhapsody. May need help with the last boss. The current content you can't solo since it's basically the end. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everything but in-game content can be soloed. But I think the story mission can be soloed. Like you said, last boss might be difficult, but you've got a while to get to that point. It's definitely very appealing. If you liked playing 11, you really enjoyed this game, I really think it would be it's a nostalgia boner. It really is, because you may not get the group aspect of it, but if you like the music, you like the story, you like the characters, and you like the the gameplay, then you can have all that, and you can just do it solo at your leisure. And as an old man like me, it's nice. Yes, the very thing. You've crossed another great threshold today. Of course, this is merely a prologue of things to come. We are now unlocked to 60. All right. We're gonna do the hands. We need to go to Upper Juno. I'm gonna take oatmeal out. All right. You have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, Akita, and thanks so much for the raid, guys. Can we get another shout out for Akita Fuki? One of my oldest friends on the internet. I actually met them in Final Fantasy 11. We now play Final Fantasy 14 together, and probably one of my oldest friends on the internet. So wonderful dude. So please go check him out. We've had a lot of support today. I greatly appreciate everybody that's stopped by. We've had some very large raids. We've also had a lot of subs, which means I had to do a lot of squatting. If you don't know, I'm doing cloud squats for subs for the year of Final Fantasy. So every time there's a sub or 100 bits, 100 bits would be like, so I guess every equivalent dollar is a squat. So a subs, 5 squat, so on and so forth. We need H8. Where was this person? Is it here? We're looking for Jesslum. Here. Oh, so 1 squat per dollar value. So like if you do a sub, it would be 5 squats. If you do 100 bits, it would be 1 squat. I was hired to craft armor for the shop, but all I ever do is watch over the inventory. I wanted to hone my skills repairing armor, but boy was I wrong. Armor is never repaired anymore, it's replaced. Not so with the works of old. No, they were precious and were often kept for generations. Of those, most famous were the last hands of Borgerts. You have heard of Borgerts, haven't you? Yeah, no, no, thank you. Oh, it seems all adventurers know of him and his gauntlets. Of course, it's all hearsay. Much is told of Borgerts. Most of it is just legend. I once met a man who found a pair of Borgerts gauntlets, and where there's smoke, there's fire. The hands of Borgerts were lost in the war, but people say they now rest somewhere in Kufel Tunnel. Well, you can believe what you want, but don't go trumpeting to the customers. Now I must get back to work. No, you can believe what you want, but don't go trumpeting blah blah. That's about all I know. You can go search the dungeon for yourself. If you've got anything better to do with, we artisans believe artifacts like the hands of Borgerts still rest in the dungeons across Vanadale. an adventure like you should find. So this starts the AF from coffers. So we got Ugapa, Quicksand, and Kuftal. So that's where we're gonna head to now. 2 of them are out in Rebeo area. So that's where we're going. Mm-hmm. So, trying to remember the region. Those junks in our inventory before we set out. Not too bad. I'll probably stick all that in the mog sack anyway. Did I touch that book? No, I did. Okay. I remember correctly. Quicksand caves is the pain in the butt. I need to level white mage for sneak. All right, find us some Rebeo music. This is all. No, this is Altepa. Here we go. Yay. It's been a long time since we got to Kuftal Tunnel. I think the crabs drop it, doesn't it? The key. Looking for the coppers. I might have to buy more Silent Oil. Big. This place brings back so many memories. It's a wild smelly Barrow. I like how my phone auto predicts Barrow right after smelly. Asshole. How do you know that I'm smelly? Please explain how you know that I'm smelly. What have you been telling people? I'm sure. Stand lizards, auntie. They do drop it. Sweet. Okay. So this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be like an XP party. Oh, there is a book here too. No, we don't want to do those anymore. How goes 11? Real good. I'm not gonna be able to stream for the next couple of days because I'm headed to Alabama. I'm trying to get my jam in. Can I just have wizards? Nope.
Again. Oh God.
Dear God. Alto!
Again. Oh God. Jesus.
That's 50 squats.
Again.
All right.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Thank you, Pulto. Thank you so much. Oh, my legs already hurt. How many squats have I already done today? Like 20?
Again.
Oh God.
Oh God.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, this is not good.
Again. Oh God.
5,
Jesus.
6, 7, 8.
Again. Oh God. Jesus.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Again.
19,
Oh God.
21, 2, 3, 5, 7, 28,
Oh God.
9, 30.
Again. Oh God. Jesus.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. One. Wait, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46,
We're in the money.
47,
We're in the money.
48, 49, 50, 51.
Again. Oh God. Jesus.
Okay. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Thank you for. Thanks so much for the 10 gifted subs, Pulto. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for the anonymous cheer. Anonymous. And Ren. Thanks so much for continuing that sub. Or gifting that sub to Bits and Bytes and stuff. Thank you guys. My legs feel like jello. I don't know how I'm gonna walk tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be doing this tomorrow. What's worse is I have to drive. So I have to work tomorrow. Then come home. Then drive 8 hours to Alabama. Go to sleep. And then drive 8 hours back home tomorrow. Or Thursday. Yeah. I'm in for a treat. 100 subs, I'd have to break it up. Sorry. I'd have to. It's 500 squats. I'd have to break it up. There's no physical way to do it. Jeez. I feel like I can't even catch my breath. I'm so out of shape. No, there's no way. It's driving's fine. I can just sit still. It's walking and standing that's gonna suck. Sitting down for 8 hours will be fine. Don't worry about it. I will be fine. I greatly appreciate it. Trust me. Whew. I was just sitting there chuckling because y'all can't. Where I'm away from the mic, you couldn't hear me panting as I was doing it. But I was just. Yeah, that might happen when I get to the location and just fall out of the car. Getting in the car, entering the car. Yeah, and the work tomorrow. I'm gonna have to work tomorrow. If I was just being very supportive and correct. I might just have to sit in the car. Oh no, I'll be getting out. Alabama heat. It's gonna be too damn hot to sit in the car. I knew that was gonna be two. Well, we fucked that up. Just drag him. He'll be okay. 99 on Thursday. God. Alabama, please. My air conditioning is going to be like an overload. You got a blast? All right, dude. You have a good one. Thanks for popping in. It's good seeing you, Bree, as always. God, I still haven't caught my breath. Almost 2,000 XP for this. Hey, we had a hype train. Thank y'all. 11 subs and 100 biddies. That's freaking amazing. All right, we need to release you. You did not release. I keep trying to meditate and I can't. I got 105 next week. I'm complaining about heat here, but it's definitely better than there. Well, you got to stay inside most of the time there, right? You didn't have to go out and like weather that heat though. I remember Arizona when I lived out there, I didn't ever want to go outside. I don't even care about humidity. When it's 118 degrees, it doesn't matter if there's humidity or not. It's freaking hot. Dude, I cannot hit this thing. $2,112 XP. Jesus. Well, I don't have AC for a while. Yeah, true. Oh, wow. I didn't know you. I actually didn't realize you didn't have any in the house. Oh, man. Pull toes. Again, thank you. I will let you know Friday how my legs feel. Or ask me Friday how my legs were on the trip. Because we did 20 some squats at the beginning of the stream. I think we've done like 75 squats in 3 hours. It's been a lot. Yay, Grams. I don't think they link. I don't remember them linking. They might. Do they? Probably should stick to lizards. Since we don't have a dispel. He's not hitting for shit. Did TJ finish in that? Yeah. All right, let's resummon. Even though they had TP. I want the extra levels though. And I think I'm gonna get a bard instead of Ayami. Oh, I can't resummon her. What's she about to? March is haste. I just wish bards in this actually attack. They don't attack, man. They just sit there and play music. You just standing there, chat. Well, he did give us accuracy. So that's good. $46 damage. I think I just wasted her stiff. I don't know what that does. We're about to drink it though. Accuracy. Cool. Accuracy's always good. Do 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 do. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I saw Kendra. It said Kendra gifted 12 subs. The 6-month thing, so everybody gets to re-up that one. Okay, that's right. I was like, wait a minute. I could end up owing Kendra a whole bunch of squats too. Did I not? Start the thing? I thought I did. I had to go up there and recheck. I thought I did. So we have attacks enhanced, speed enhanced, accuracy enhanced, food, and more accuracy enhanced. We should be very accurate. Accurate. There we are. Yeah, Soul Geode. Also notice that we are out of signet. Oops. I'm too late to do it now. Oh, I need one more crab. Shit. He's been going to bed, but I'm waking up at like 9 in the morning. I'm surprised he's still up. Okay. What did he just throw at it? I'd be danged if he didn't just throw something. Oh no, if I leave I'll lose my potion too. Man, we'll just have to deal. What was that pack that we just got? Back of resisty stuff. All right, we can come right back here thanks to books. I'm gonna go pop over and get Signet. Actually, who? Oh man, where can I go for Signet? Oh, I know. Man, I'm gonna miss my food. Or not food, potion. Poor potion. Because I'm sure it wears off on its own, right? Yeah, there it went. I figured. I need Signet, my dude. Thank you. We may have come all the way back here for that one thing. There needs to be like a quick travel back where you came from. Must be a yeah, I think it is a Zilwark zone, ain't it? Oh, shit. I still don't understand the monsters roaming around the city. I don't know what that's about. So I'm gonna play maybe like 20 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to stop. Maybe I'll split up any. I guess we'll just wait for repump. So we'll fight the crabs. Oh, there's two here. This works. Ow! Ow! Dude! I think I'm about to level too. Yeah. They're just gonna have to be one level behind. Give me accuracy. Oh, I wonder how the bard knows exactly which spells to do though. Is lizard tails part of spoil? Lizard skin. No, not lizard tails. I did not know I didn't have total damage 2 on. That was silly. Kill it, Shantoto. Make it your bitch. We have leveled up. All right, back to scrolling. Feels like our battles are just gonna be me scrolling more objectives that I can turn in. We did do the level cap increase. Did do another artifact. Didn't I? Oh. Oh, I guess it doesn't count the hands. Did I unlock anything else? I didn't, did I? No. Well, we're not level synced to vanquish enemies, so. Hey, maybe we get another potion. Hey, we got a coffer key, actually. Healing salve. All right. So now that we actually have the coffer key, which is what we were here for, let's see how lucky we get. Because I don't remember the spawns for this damn coffer. Top camera. Oh my god. I know there was the spawn right there. Remember that. There's some worms. This would probably have been a better place to level. No coffer there. Wait. Thought I targeted it. There it is. Oh my god. Can you get up there, please? Hey, we got our old gauntlets. That was actually not that bad. Well, since we've already came back out here, we'll just spend a little more time XPing. We'll go mosey on over back to our little spot. A sneak effect wore off though. We are not moseying to our spot again. That would be dangerous. We're gonna fight here. Get him, Shantoto. Make him go boom. Nice. Actually got attacked. What the fuck? PP just gets MP back, I think. Val here hasn't done anything. Spirits of Within or something. Oh, I should have saved that. Tentoto's gonna waste. Ah. Oof. That's gonna just after XP, and I think we're gonna roll out. Probably get 58 before we leave. $2K XP is freaking crazy. Oh, I gotta burn my. I was gonna do it 15% already. We'll open on the next one with it. What did that say? Oh, we completed our regime. What is this? Healing mist. We didn't get our damage one again. That sucks. All right, Shantoto. Let's wreck it. Well, that's okay. Kind of pointless. Both of those things. Patchy Koku. Light damage. When do I get Gecko? Just kind of what I'm waiting on. If we still get 2K, this should level us again. Poor Vol got poisoned. We're gonna kill you fast. All right, Shantoto. Oh. 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 Oh dear. It got exploded. keep wanting to meditate like every other battle. I should be able to, like if I was in an old school party. Probably get to meditate once per fight. That's how long it used to take to kill these things. Kupipu or Kupupu or whatever. Kupipi won't skill chain with me. So it's got to be Shantota. Val apparently will randomly Savage Blade. I'm seeing. Need one more crab. I think one more crab and one more lizard. If we reset our thing, I'll probably be done. Oh, well, they're going. Oh, well. Well, that was fast. Yeah, we need one more crab and then we're heading out. Gotta kill this though because of aggro. We're gonna probably have to kill another one at that aggro. Wonder why Val's all of a sudden started doing that. Also looks like I need another weapon. I think this thing's 40, 41. All right, one crab and we'll call it a day. My XP wore off anyway. Actually, I wonder if I can turn it back on. Every 2 hours. And it carries over. Nope, that's 25 minutes. Oh, you aggro too, you ass. Well, when we kill it, I'm warping. Did we finish our thing? 3-3. Yeah, we completed the regime. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna kill it now. So yeah, we got to 58 today. We did the artifact quest. We got our artifact gloves. We got the chest or the coffer for our hands. I think that's actually all we got done. Oh no, we did the limit break from 55 to 60, so we opened that up. So not terrible. There was a lot of running around like an idiot, and we wasted 10k because I didn't know I could buy something from a vendor. It was bad. All right. I think this is a great place to stop. So thanks everybody for all the support today. Holy shit. It's been a crazy day for me. I had a really crazy thing happen at work where I was being underpaid by I was being underpaid, and someone below me was actually making more than me. It was a whole to do that I was probably going to end up having to leave my job. However, they ended up saying it was an error and it got kind of overlooked. I don't know if they're just saving face, but it got corrected and in a way that's very, very beneficial for me. So that worked out good. And then to have a crazy, relaxing and fun squatting stream, and everything worked out really good. So today's been a very, very high day in my life, even if it was just a stream for 3 hours. A lot of good conversation and raids with you all. No, it's been fun. Appreciate it. I don't have time to carry anybody for a raid. I'll look, and it looks like Rex is streaming. So I'm going to raid Rex, but I'm not going to be able to stay. I have to get to bed because I do have to work, and then I have to drive to Alabama after work. So I can't hang out. So most of you that are from my channel or Akita's channel probably knows Rex. Rex is a wonderful Final Fantasy Fun Boy streamer, but is currently playing Jurassic World Evolution, which is a really, really cool game as well. If you like RTSs, they're kind of like RTSs. No, it's a theme park game. Yeah, it's more like Tycoon. Yeah, it's like a Tycoon game. It is fun though. I played quite a bit of it. It's actually a lot of fun. So say hello to Rex for me, and I will not be streaming again until Friday night. Like I said, I'll be leaving for Alabama and won't be back until Friday morning or so. Big thank you to Bobachet for the raid, and thank you to Akita for the raid. Thanks to Kendra and Pulto and Ren and Anonymous and Bat Dan and anyone else. If I missed you, thank you all for the raids, the subs, and the bits. I appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful night or morning. Bye.